The city attorney for Chula Vista is their top lawyer. The position oversees a team of lawyers who provide legal advice on a variety of issues facing the city.
And two candidates are vying for the position, including Barton Maysfield, who served as Chula Vista city attorney from 2018 to 2020. Marco Verdugo is also in the running. He's a senior associate with Burke, Williams and Sorensen law firm and has also worked as deputy attorney for the city of San Diego. And he joins us in studio now to discuss what he would bring to the position if elected in November. Marco, thank you for joining us here on Fox 5.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so let's talk about what you think you bring to the table more than your opponent Bart does. And you have a lot of experience, I guess, kind of working in a city's attorney's office, just not this particular city. Tell us about your experience and why you think you're the right man for the job.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I bring the perspective of somebody that's been a lifelong Chula Vista resident, born and raised, the only candidate that's lived there before running for office. And what I want to bring to the city is things that I've done in the cities that I've worked in. From city of San Diego to other cities around the region. I know the issues that cities face, whether it's a big city like the city of San Diego or smaller cities around the region. And I'm ready to help my hometown.
What would you do for public safety, and also crime that's happening in the South Bay?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we've got to make sure that we restore trust and accountability at City Hall. And we've got to protect the city. And that means keeping every neighborhood safe. And that's what I'm going to bring to the table as city attorney. I'm going to make sure that our public service, our fire, our police officers have the resources, have the training that they need to keep every one of our neighborhoods in Chula Vista safe. That's why I've been endorsed by the firefighters. They know we need a city attorney with the right experience and with integrity that they can trust.
And when you talk about experience, so I kind of want to go back to this. So you are a private attorney, but you were also the deputy city attorney in both Coronado and Solana Beach. Would this be in addition that you would take on this role? This would be instead?
This would be instead. The elected city attorney position in Chula Vista is a full-time position. I'm currently serving in the city attorney offices for Coronado and Solana Beach. I previously served as a deputy city attorney in the city of San Diego for about a decade, worked under both Jan Goldsmith and city attorney Mara Elliott. She knows the type of attorney that I am. She knows I've been proven, I've been tested, I've done the work, and I'm ready to lead Chula Vista, and that's why she's endorsed my campaign.
What kind of things have you learned when you look at a city like San Diego, or maybe a smaller city like Coronado or Solana Beach, you've learned inside of those city attorney offices?
Well, what I've learned is that things tend to trickle out of San Diego. For instance, housing and homelessness. That issue started in San Diego. I've worked on a lot of homelessness issues. I've worked on a lot of housing issues, and now it's trickling out to the communities like Chula Vista. We're starting to get an increase in homelessness, and I'm ready to tackle that issue. It's something I did in San Diego. I helped create the ordinance that San Diego has recently been enforcing. It's helped the homeless situation in San Diego, and I think that the city of Chula Vista might need something similar. We need both enforcement and compassion.
We've recently talked about some scandals taking place in Chula Vista, specifically Councilmember Cardenas. What would you do to tackle corruption in City Hall?
Yeah, so I'm the only candidate that has announced a comprehensive anti-corruption plan to restore trust and accountability at City Hall. First, we need to make sure we close campaign finance loopholes. And we need to give the city council the ability to suspend elected officials when they've engaged in fraudulent conduct. And third, we need to get an independent auditor in place, somebody that's a 100% watchdog to make sure that our finances are protected in the city of Chula Vista.
Let's talk about the status of the city attorney's office right now. The election that happened a year and a half ago ended up taking us to where we are today. Somebody who was elected died before the election happened, or excuse me, yeah, before the election happened, really. And here we are a year and a half later. So what's going on with the city attorney's office? It's understaffed, obviously doesn't have a city attorney. What's happening there? What's your plan going forward?
Yeah, we really need to rebuild that office. It's been decimated by people leaving, retiring, and of course the unfortunate passing of Simone Silva. We haven't had an elected city attorney in place for over a year now. So we need to rebuild that office to make sure that every city department has the legal guidance they need to keep Chula Vista running efficiently, to making sure that we are reducing our risk and liability and defending our lawsuits. And occasionally, when we have to file a lawsuit, making sure that we have the right attorneys in place to get the job done.
What is the first thing you're going to do to, tackle in terms of that when you get there?
Well, the first thing we need to do is start rebuilding that office, start recruiting deputy city attorneys for the city of Chula Vista. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of deputy city attorneys that actually live in the South Bay, that live in Chula Vista, that have the right type of experience. This is a really specialized area of the law. We need people that have the expertise necessary to really give that legal guidance to all of our city departments, all of our elected officials, so we can give them the legal framework to achieve their policy goals.
All right, Marco, thank you very much. Election coming up here in just a few weeks, and we wish you the best of luck. Appreciate your time.